Flip phone summer. Why Gen Z is choosing simplicity over smartphones. Picture this: a world where you're not glued to your screen every waking moment, and your thoughts aren't constantly interrupted by pings and pop-ups. That's the bold promise of Flip phone summer, a movement sweeping through Gen Z that's all about swapping out high-tech gadgets for simpler, older alternatives to reclaim their sanity and focus. If you're tired of feeling overwhelmed by technology, this trend might just be the wake-up call you've been waiting for. But stick around, because there's more to it than meets the eye. Gen Z, those energetic folks born between the mid-1990s and early 2010s who are now under 27, are leading the charge in this digital detox. They're intentionally stepping away from the all-consuming world of smartphones, opting instead for the charm of 2000s-era flip phones that offer far fewer distractions. Take Michaela Aubrey, for example, in a viral TikTok video, https://www.tiktok.com @MichaelaAubrey video, 750699295755300138, _R=1 and _T equals ZT8YUU5DL. She proudly shows off her retro flip phone and declares, "Life will be so simple." What she means is that by cutting down on screen time, people can enjoy a more straightforward existence, free from the constant pull of social media and endless scrolling. This isn't just about nostalgia, it's a practical way to reduce the mental load that comes with always being connected. But here's where it gets controversial. While many are hailing this as a genius move for mental health, others wonder if it's realistic in a society that's built around instant access. Gen Z isn't stopping at flip phones, though. They're embracing a whole range of low-tech options to reconnect with the physical world. For instance, instead of snapping selfies with their iPhones, they're turning to vintage digital cameras or even disposable ones, arguing that a camera from 2007 creates a unique, authentic vibe that modern devices can't replicate. Think about how film grain and limited shots encourage you to be more mindful and selective with your photography, rather than churning out hundreds of identical photos. And this is the part most people miss. This shift isn't just about gadgets. It's about rediscovering experiences that foster creativity and presence. Young people are ditching streaming services for cassette tapes and vinyl records, which demand your full attention. Imagine the ritual of flipping a record or rewinding a tape. Something that can make listening to music feel more intimate and less like background noise. Similarly, they're reviving Walkman headphones over Bluetooth earbuds, appreciating the tangible quality and the way it forces you to be in the moment. It all started with a fondness for BlackBerry phones, which Gen Z affectionately calls dumb phones because of their basic features and physical keyboards. These devices are flying off virtual shelves on places like Facebook Marketplace and eBay, as users seek to replace their advanced smartphones with something less intrusive. Now, as flip phones surge in popularity during the warmer months, just check out this TikTok trend, https://www.tiktok.com @r_Justin, video 751430365383200006. _R=1 and _T equals ZT8YUP8TN59Z. Many in Gen Z are crediting them with bringing back a sense of reality. Take MENA, who shared her story in a heartfelt video, https://www.tiktok.com @C0aprangi a video, 752823465607671095. _R=1 and _T equals ZT8YUGSKBJJO. She admitted to spending up to 13 hours a day staring at screens, which left her feeling like her brain is just mush. She blamed the addictive apps and never-ending notifications for making her life feel stagnant. "I no longer live my life," she said. "I just watch other people live theirs, and feel less tight about mine." But after switching to a flip phone and an old-school e-book reader, many found a new lease on life. These simpler tools helped her break free from the cycle of comparison and distraction, allowing her to engage more deeply with her own experiences. It's like trading a high-speed internet connection for a peaceful walk in the park. It might seem slow at first, but it can lead to a profound sense of freedom and clarity. Yet, not everyone agrees that this low-tech revival is the ultimate solution. Some might argue that in a world driven by innovation, relying on outdated technology could hold people back, missing out on the conveniences that make life easier. And this is where things get really debatable. Is this movement a genuine path to better well-being, or just a trendy phase that's romanticizing the past? What do you think? Could ditching your smartphone actually improve your daily life, or is it impractical in today's fast-paced world? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear if you've tried something similar or why you might disagree. Gen Z's flip phone summer, ditching smartphones for digital detox? Imagine ditching your smartphone for an entire summer. No Instagram, no TikTok, no endless notifications. For many in Gen Z, this isn't just a thought experiment, it's a reality they're embracing with a surprising tool, the humble flip phone. Dubbed Flip Phone Summer, the trend is part of a broader digital detox movement. But here's where it gets controversial. A Vermont lawmaker has proposed banning cell phone use for anyone under 21, sparking heated debates about freedom, health, and what it means to disconnect in 2025. The idea of swapping a sleek smartphone for a flip phone, yes, the kind with a physical keypad and antenna, might seem retro, but its appeal lies in simplicity. Unlike smartphones, which are designed to keep us engaged for hours, flip phones are intentionally limited. No social media, no email, no endless scrolling. The result? A claimed improvement in attention span, sleep quality, and even mental health. Digital detox has proven benefits, notes one expert, citing reduced anxiety and better mood as key advantages. But the Vermont bill takes the concept further, framing cell phone restriction as a public health measure. Proponents argue that constant screen time harms developing brains, while critics call it an overreach into personal choice. And this is the part most people miss. The line between protection and paternalism is blurry. Is banning phones under 21 a sensible safeguard, or does it underestimate Gen Z's ability to self-regulate? The flip phone summer enthusiasts offer a middle ground. By choosing to downgrade voluntarily, they're reclaiming control over their time. As one participant explained, "I still need a phone for emergencies, but I don't need Instagram ruining my vacation." The trend also highlights a generational paradox. The same age group accused of being addicted to screens is now leading the charge to escape them. So, would you trade your smartphone for a flip phone? The answer depends on how you weigh convenience against calm. But one thing is clear, the conversation around phones, age, and autonomy has only just begun. Question for you: should governments regulate cell phone use for minors, or is that a step too far? Share your thoughts below. Embracing digital discipline, the future of MENA businesses. In a world obsessed with constant connectivity, the Middle East is quietly rewriting the rules of business success. This isn't just about smartphones or Wi-Fi. This is about reclaiming focus in a culture that's mastered the art of digital disconnection. But here's where it gets controversial. Many Western leaders still cling to the idea that being always online equals productivity, while their Gulf counterparts have turned digital discipline into a competitive edge. Picture this: you walk into a UAE boardroom and find no phones, laptops, or even paper notebooks on the desks. That's not a sign of tech ignorance, it's a deliberate choice. A private equity partner once told me, "If I see your phone during a meeting, I immediately question your ability to stay focused." This isn't hospitality, it's a cultural shift that's reshaping business norms. Over the past 5 years, the Middle East has transformed from BlackBerry users to digital minimalists. Today, major conglomerates enforce strict tech-free zones, lock devices in Faraday capsules, metal containers that block signals, and even use focus contracts that penalize employees for checking emails during critical meetings. The result? A new luxury, the ability to disconnect. And this isn't just a trend, it's backed by science. Research shows that even a 24-hour do not disturb period boosts productivity by 15% and reduces stress. A 2-week social media detox improves sleep quality and life satisfaction. These findings aren't just for individuals, they're shaping corporate policies. Companies like Volkswagen now have right to disconnect policies that shut off email systems after hours, while Goldman Sachs mandates no screen Fridays to combat burnout. The UAE is leading this charge. DEWA has created focus rooms for uninterrupted work, and the government has established a council for digital well-being to promote balance between online and offline life. But the real innovation isn't banning tech, it's retraining habits. As neuroscience confirms, just 3 days without devices can boost working memory by 18% and speed up problem solving by 23%. And here's the twist. Students who use phones during breaks score 22% lower on tests. This isn't just about efficiency, it's about preserving cognitive clarity. In a world driven by FOMO, fear of missing out, the ultimate advantage belongs to those who know when to switch off. The future isn't about being connected, it's about being present. So how do you implement this radical focus in your own organization? It starts with small, intentional changes. Designate phone-free zones, set aside analog hours for deep work, and automate non-urgent communication after hours. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. Start with 1 hour, measure the impact, then scale. The question remains, will your business embrace this shift or continue chasing speed at the cost of focus? The answer will determine whether you lead the future or simply follow the crowd. What's your stance? Share your thoughts in the comments, because the next big breakthrough could come from someone who's learned to disconnect.